Hello everyone. BAUER Malaysia is a specialist foundation contractor being involved of all geotechnical works. For more than 30 years, BAUER Malaysia has been involved in the design of construction of large diameter board piles, diaphragma walls, retaining walls of all kinds, and of course ground improvement work. This kind of work requires the use of very heavy equipment, and we need to carry out our work either in very congested city areas or also on virgin piece of land. The works which we have to carry out, of course, carries in itself various elements of high risk. With this safety video, we want our employees to understand and have a basic knowledge of awareness of safety, health, environment, which are required on our project sites. The company's pronounced aim is zero accident. To achieve this aim, we have established corporate values which describes personal responsibility, reliability, and correct behavior. The company has established a safety, health and policy which describes our objectives for safety. The company has also committed to indulge actively in the continual improvement of the occupational health and safety assessment series management systems, also known as OSHAs. The company's safety and health policy sets out the top management's requirements and is done to ensure compliance of legal and other related requirements, but foremost to ensure the safety and health of our employees, suppliers, public and other stakeholders at our workplace.
We have identified a few types of hazard at the construction site, such as fall from heights, hit by flying objects, caught in between of moving objects, hit by moving vehicles. Our target is to achieve a zero fatality, lost time injury frequency rate of 5 or less for a million man-hours work, 80% attendance for our employees in toolbox stocks. With these targets in mind, let us move to the project sites for more information. Hi, we meet again. I'm now at one of BAUER Malaysia's project sites in Kuala Lumpur. Before entering our sites, we need to follow certain safety protocols or safety requirements in our sites. For instance, you need to wear a safety helmet, you need to wear safety glasses, you need to have safety vests and safety shoes. These are the basic requirements to enter. And also, the most important thing, you need to have Construction Industry Development Board or CIDB green card to enter all our sites.
Site safety induction will be given to workers before they start work at site. HSE toolbox briefing is compulsory for workers to attend in order to enhance their awareness on environmental, safety and health requirements at the project site. Apart from HSE toolbox briefing, there are also other safety and health trainings conducted, such as firefighting, first aid, lifting and rigging training, either internal or external.
Environmental awareness training will be given to the workers for their knowledge and understanding of the environmental impacts caused by site activities. The common issues at sites are oil spillage during refueling work, bentonite or polymer slurry leaks and spills, and waste segregation. The training will show what to do in case of oil spillage and how to handle it according to the related regulations.
BAUER has been recently awarded a number of contracts to build the basement walls to a number of stations in Kuala Lumpur. Behind me you can see 2 BG rigs which are currently drilling out old redundant piles which obstruct the diaphragm wall. Also on site we currently have a BC40 cutter and a Stein grab for excavating the diaphragm walls. Because of the location of the site, the two tunnels are above one another, with the northbound below the southbound. There are 62 1.5 metre wide panels, varying in length of about 6.6 metres to a depth of 72 metres. Because of the size of the panels, the cages for the reinforcement could be in excess of 200 tonnes per panel. Concrete volumes are in excess of 800 cube per panel. Other later works will include plunge columns and a sea-compiled wall for pedestrian access to the tunnel. Significant safety and environmental risks exist on the project. Safety risks include deep excavation, heavy plant movements and lifting activities. Some of the lifts in the range of 40 tonnes per cage and 110 tonne when combined together. Environmental issues include noise. We have a number of significant receptors adjacent to the site, including an education facility and residential buildings. Mud, silt and debris, which can be transported onto the roads, needs to be addressed. To help manage a successful outcome, BAUER has a dedicated team of safety and environmental professionals. In addition to this, we've established a health, safety and environmental committee which hold regular meetings to manage the successful outcome and mitigate the risks. It is important that everyone takes responsibility for their actions so that everyone goes home safely, we don't harm the environment or disturb our neighbours. Achieving this will minimise non-conformances and help drive our production so that we finish on time and everybody goes home safely.
Working at height is a high-risk activity where a person is possible to fall down and may cause serious injury or fatality. Safety precautions shall be implemented during these activities, such as to ensure wearing proper PPE and safety harness. Use 3 points of contact rule. Maintain 1 hand and 2 feet or 2 hands and 1 foot when climbing or descending from the ladder. Ensure to hook the safety harness at the anchorage point. Install guardrail. Slip, trip and fall is one of the hazards in project site that can cause bodily injury. Improper stacking of materials and poor housekeeping may contribute to this kind of hazard. By practicing good housekeeping at the worksite could eliminate this hazard.
I have asked them to remove the scattered metal pieces lying on the ground into the scrap bin and to stack them properly to avoid accidents. Good housekeeping is most important to safety.
I have to provide a proper pedestrian walkway to the worker to enter the site. I have to install the barrier to the borehole to avoid slip, trip, falling hazard.
Exposure to fire explosion. Proper control measures are installed to avoid any incident due to hot works, such as fire and explosion.
All welders have been briefed of the hazards related to hot work and ensure that all fire extinguishers are in place. Fire screens are provided where hot work activity carried out near pedestrian walkway and other sensitive areas. The flashback arrestor is fitted to arrest flashback into the gas cylinder. When welding works are completed, the welders shall ensure there are no remaining gases in the hose by purging them out.
Accidents such as struck by falling object are common hazards at project site. The impact of this hazard is possible to cause serious injury or fatality. Improper procedures or techniques used during lifting activities may contribute to this hazard. Daily crane inspection shall be carried out by crane operator before start of work. Any discrepancies detected is recorded in the inspection form for further action. The lifting equipment is only allowed to use after the inspection achieving satisfactory results. All the crane documentation such as manual, operator competency certificate, and certificate of fitness are maintained and ensure their validity. Apart from that, the lifting accessories such as shackle, master link, and wire ropes also need to be inspected of their condition, such as wear and tear, elongation, damaged wires, identification tag and safe working load, mill and test certificates, color coding and storage, All critical lifting activities are in accordance with lift plan and supervised by the lifting supervisor. Caught in between moving object. Moving parts of machinery and equipment are to be securely fenced to avoid crushing hazards due to entanglement of loose clothing or hair. No attempt shall be made to adjust or repair machinery while the moving parts are in motion. Struck by moving vehicle. A common view on construction sites is the volume of moving vehicles and people. Overhead lifting, equipment shifting, heavy loads, supply vehicle, dumper trucks, all maneuvering around an uneven terrain. The maneuvering of vehicles on site shall be properly controlled with good traffic management, such as identification of dedicated route for vehicles, provision of flagmen, traffic warning signage, and employees wearing high visibility clothes. Electrocution. All electrical installation works shall be carried out by a competent electrician. High risk for workers to get electrocuted if the power tools or equipment are not inspected by a competent electrician. I have installed the grounding for generator set. This is important to avoid electrical shock if worker touch the body of generator set in the event of current leakage. I have checked the earth leakage circuit breaker and found it functioning well. Industrial sockets are used on project sites because of the environmental conditions such as exposure to hot and rainy weather. The cable wires are elevated so that they are not damaged or exposed to water. Material and manual handling. Materials and equipment are constantly being moved around on construction sites, either manually or by use of lifting equipment. Proper manual lifting technique is compulsory to avoid back injury. Toppling of machinery. Piling rigs have high center of gravity, high static weight, and the forces exerted while the rig operate or move means that the ground condition beneath such rig is a critical safety issue. On the other hand, steel mats are provided for rig stability. Key components of a safe piling rig operation includes adequate pre-planning such as laydown area, inspection of piling equipment prior to start of piling operation, inspection of the site during piling, not properly backfilled holes or excavation could create soft spots that might give way under the track of a piling rig. Provision of qualified banksmen. Exposure to harmful substances, dust. Exposure to harmful substances is one of the hazards identified at project sites. The plant operator shall wear proper PPE when handling the bentonite at mixture plant. The mechanic shall also wear proper gloves with safety glasses during repairing and servicing of machinery. Regular manual spraying of water during dry season shall be carried out to reduce dust fallout from working platform. Exposure to high noise. The workers may suffer hearing loss if exposed to high noise at project sites over a long period. The constant noise from engine operation and clanking noise from the turning of bucket contributes to high noise exposure to workers. The workers shall wear earplugs to reduce exposure to noise. Noise barriers also have been provided to reduce noise impact during drilling operations. Generally, 3 types of waste bin are provided at site, such as construction waste bin, domestic waste bin, and scrap metal waste bin. Recycle bins are also provided for reuse and recycle of waste such as plastic, paper, and glass. The wastewater from site need to be treated before discharge to public drain or waterways. The site will have perimeter drain to channel surface runoff to silt trap. A sample of discharge water from silt trap shall be taken for analysis.
This storage area was designed to cater 110% of its tank's capacities. Prior to storage of diesel, permit is required from authorities. The material or hazardous chemical storage area need to have a proper warning signage and material safety data sheet. The storage area also need to have a proper shelter and concrete containment with bund wall.
Workers' amenities include portable water, eye wash station, rest area, toilets, changing room, and first aid facilities are provided at project sites. As required by the regulations, these amenities are kept clean and maintained to prevent diseases. This safety video is one of our commitments to enhance safety, health, and environment awareness among employees at all levels so that we can reduce the risk of accidents or incidents on our project sites and maintain a safe, healthy, and environmental friendly workplace for everyone. With this note, let us all proclaim that safety starts with me.
Safety! Start with me! Safety! Start with me!